Hello everyone, my name is Philip, and hopefully by the time you're watching this, you already know who I am, and I'm a famous success story. If not, I'm just a guy who quit his job basically 3 months ago and started his own online business. So yeah, the purpose of this video, as well as every other video I create after this, is to kind of give you insight in how starting business from scratch can look like. Like, I'm not somebody super smart. I'm not somebody that's born rich. Like, I live basically in a middle class family, and I'm not poor by any means. But at the same time, like, I'm not anything special, and I just kind of want to give the average man, person, doesn't have to be a man, the average person insight into how it is to start his or her own online business. So yeah. Uh, as I said a couple of sentences ago, I quit my job 3 months ago. Before that, I used to work in a real estate agency as a business development manager, and my job was to find the companies that are looking for commercial space, so office space as well as retail space, and just kind of, I guess, establish a relationship with them, sign a contract, and start working with them. So yeah, that was my job, basically B2B demand generation. While working there, I actually managed to have some decent success. Whoever knows anything about basically email outbound, cold outreach with emails and cold calling, I had that 10% success rate. So from all of the emails I've sent, 10% of them were converting into clients, which is quite impressive. At that point, I did everything manually. So I didn't know much about AI. I didn't know much about anything that I know about now. So I wrote all of the emails by myself. I found all of the emails using Apollo, for example, and just did everything kind of manually. Anyway, at that point, my cousin, he had a consulting job he was doing on his own. So basically, he was self-employed, and he was working with two SaaS agencies by building their demand, like trying to find clients for their business. And he kind of reached out to me. We were speaking a bunch at that point, and we were still speaking a lot. But at that point, he kind of reached out to me because he knew I was decent, at least I can say decent, at copy creation, to kind of help him create copy for the companies he's working with, and implement it into the system he created. I was very curious what the system was, since I know how much doing all of that manually took out of my time, and I decided to accept. So while working at the real estate agency, I was also working with him part-time, obviously not full-time. But yeah, at that point, I was doing two things at once. So while working with him, I've kind of managed to learn more about AI and the possibilities, and I guess just how AI impacts everything, how it makes everything faster and better. So I was blown away when I saw how everything worked. We've managed to, I guess, provide a lot of value actually to the companies he worked with. And that's the point where I kind of seen the potential of this sort of system and how it works. Uh, just for a couple of things, I'm gonna add a couple of things so it makes more sense. Like, up to that point, I already knew for a while now I was gonna start my own business. I just didn't know in which way I was gonna go. Like, I was still deciding whether for it to be an online business or a brick and mortar business. Obviously, both of them have their own benefits, and I'm probably gonna make another video discussing, like, if you're thinking about the same thing, whether to go online or retail, not retail, but brick and mortar, how you can decide which route to take. Anyway, I was still trying to decide. So at that point, when my cousin reached out with that system and we did it, it all kind of fell into place. I was fairly lucky, or should I say, I thank God, because I'm Christian and I believe in that. So I thank God that he put me in a place where just kind of everything fell right into place, where I could make a sound decision on where I should take my life and my business. By the way, that's my dog. That's also kind of one of the most important things. Like, I'm not gonna edit editing out. I'm gonna try to keep it as raw as possible to show you kind of everything the way it is. Like, even right now, while I'm looking at the camera recording, obviously not everything's perfect. I'm using natural light to record this video. My phone is on a bunch of books, and that's what you can expect from me. Like, I'm gonna try obviously to improve the quality as this goes, But yeah, I'm not gonna try to make anything look better than it really is. So yeah, I'm just gonna give you a real perspective into everything. Anyway, let's get back into it. While working with him and when I saw the potential of the online business, I actually asked my cousin to actually go all into this B2B AI outbound system and try to sell it to more people, to create an agency where we would sell this sort of system. At that point, he kind of had some other interests and goals, and he decided to go a different route completely. Like, he stopped even doing this for the 2 clients he had, and he went some other route, but he completely supported me in this. So I didn't really take the business from him or did anything that's not, I guess, conventional, or I guess morally correct, maybe the better term. But anyway, we kind of went our separate ways. I worked in the real estate agency at that point for 2 months more and decided to quit. In hindsight, I probably quit a bit too early. Like, I could have worked for maybe a month or two more in the real estate agency while working on my business. I think that would have been a smarter choice, but I'm not going to regret anything. As I said, I'm going to give it straight to you. I would have probably continued a month more or two with everything I know now, but that's okay. Anyway, I've decided to quit my job and to dive completely into this online business, which I'm still doing. So, the first month I quit, I kind of focused on developing the system I'm gonna sell. Obviously, I need to have a product. And again, looking at everything from where I'm currently, I should have probably first focused on finding clients and then making something to, I guess, fulfill their needs. Like, it's better to have an idea that you know is possible and try to sell that idea to see if people actually want that idea, well, the concept you're trying to sell. And if they do, you're gonna figure it out. You're gonna be able to make it. You're gonna make mistakes, but at the same time, you know that people want that, what you're selling, and you're able to go all in and kind of you already have proof of concept. People are looking for what you're selling, and you can definitely do it and push further. Anyway, back to the story. So the first month, I developed the system as well as looked into email marketing, because even though I did it for the B2B company that was not at scale, what I was planning on doing was kind of sending a lot of emails to try to find potential clients for my agency. And I just kind of learned everything, how it worked. I was going to find ways, where would I find potential leads, how would I approach them, who could be my potential leads, and so on. Everything I'm speaking right now, I'm kind of telling you in, I guess, in broad terms, but I'm gonna dive into every aspect of this in separate videos, because it would be a way too long video if I just kind of explain everything in this first one. This first video is just kind of an explanation of who I am, what I've been through, where I am now, and what you can expect further. Like, maybe at some point in the future, once you go back, you already know me because I hopefully succeeded in what I'm doing. You just want to see everything from the beginning, how I've changed, how my thoughts have changed, how the way I speak maybe changed. So yeah, and that's basically, I'm not gonna go too deep into this. Anyway, as I said, the first month I basically made my own system. I learned more about email marketing as well as copywriting and just kind of developed my skills more. So the first month, that's the month I believe I should have continued working at the real estate agency, because I could have done all of that while still working there and making more money, right? Expanding my savings so I can live off of that longer before I actually gain clients. But never mind, I'm not gonna dwell on that. After that, so that's basically March. In April, I started actually sending emails, doing outbound, as well as kind of reaching out to people I know, so warm outbound as well, while continuing to learn more about everything. Like, so one thing that I should actually inform you right now, everybody that's decided to go into business, you are continuously learning. If you don't like to learn, you better quit. Like, while you're working, especially in the beginning, you should be learning every day, something new every day. You should even if you've learned everything you want to learn about a specific, like, part of your business, you should continue finding and searching for things to learn. It's very important, and I suggest all of you continue doing that. Do that. One of the best benefits, well, not benefits, one of the best characteristics you can have as a person that's gone into business is curiosity. You should be constantly curious. Like people that are curious and that are determined, as well as have high, I guess, discipline, make it a lot further than people that just are smart and maybe look good and speak good and so on. Like, obviously those people can manage to get far as well, but consistency, curiosity, as well as discipline just gets you a lot further in the business than the rest of the things. Trust me, like just those three things managed to actually push me from the starting point and made me take the first step. So yeah, anyway, in April, I started to send emails, I started to reach out to people, and now it's May. I already have a couple of clients I'm working with, which I know I'm very fortunate to be able to say that. Not many people actually find clients so fast. Some people take maybe even a week, even less than it took me. For some people it takes months, for some people even takes years, but the important thing is that you know it's going to work. So if you believe in your product, if you believe in what you're doing, it's gonna work at some point. You just have to keep pushing. That's the hardest part maybe about entrepreneurship. I'm guessing most people that are watching this, again, if anybody's watching this, know who Alex Hormozi is. And he said, and I completely agree with that, one of the hardest things about entrepreneurship is the fact that you have to keep doing something without seeing the results. You're gonna have to keep doing it for a while before you actually start to notice the results of your labor. So yeah, just keep pushing, just keep doing, and trust me, you're gonna get results. I did, and as I said, I'm just some average guy. You're probably gonna even do better than me. Anyway, where I am now, as I said, I have a couple of clients. I'm working on fulfilling the I guess what I did, what I promised him. I'm working on fulfillment. I'm still working on finding more clients. Obviously, it never stops, and hopefully in the near future, I'm gonna actually kind of expand my company, since right now it's only me. After that, I'm hopefully gonna expand it, actually open a company. So I'm still kind of working like as a self-employed, I guess, freelancer, but hopefully I'm gonna start my own company, and I'm gonna take you on this journey with me, show you everything that I learned along the way. Right now we have to catch up with the videos to where I am currently, so it's been 3 months since I started. I have a lot of things to share. As I said, this is just kind of an introductory video, but after this I'm gonna go into specific things, and it's gonna be about maybe some like real things, like maybe how to set up your emails so you can send them, all the way to like some mindset things. So yeah, you can expect all of that from me. As well as, again, you can expect complete transparency, complete realness. Like, as you can see, this video is right now 13 minutes long, and it hasn't been edited at all, basically. So that's what you can expect. And yeah, whoever's watching this, if anybody's watching this, I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope you continue watching my videos, and I hope you, most of all, get value from this. Have a nice day.